Last lesson, I showed you how to find sides. The last thing left is to find angles. The problem here is your calculator, it sucks at one aspect. It fails at doing something that we want to try, okay? So these are the steps that you need to take to find an unknown angle in the right angle triangle. Number one, make sure two of the sides have a known length. If I look at this triangle in A, do I have two known lengths there? What are they? 7 and 4, so I can do that. The second step, check your calculator is in degrees mode. How do I check that? I go tan 45. Tan 45 equals, if it says 1, it's in degrees mode. So that's ready to go. Tick. Choose one of the trig ratios, SOHCAHTOA, that involves the known sides for the unknown angle theta. My unknown angle is here. What would I label 4 and 7? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? What would 4 be in relation to the angle? Opposite. Why? Because it's across from the angle. What would 7 be? Would that be opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Good. Why? Because it's not the hypotenuse. Why? Because the hypotenuse is the longest side in a triangle. So this is adjacent here. So now we can go back to this. Which of the SOHCAHTOAs involves adjacent and opposite? Which one has A and O in it? Tan. So we've identified I can use tan for that. So set it up. Substitute the known sides into the ratio and solve for theta. So if you look back in your notes, the ratio is this. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Why was it useful for labeling these? So that I can just replace numbers with letters and stuff. So tan theta. How long was the opposite on my triangle? 4. Good. So 4 goes on the top. How long was the adjacent in the triangle?
7.
7. It's all set up. It's all ready to go. The problem that I have here is I want to know what theta is. I want to know what that angle is. But right now, tan is doing something to it. In maths, what is the sign in maths that we don't write? There's a sign between 2 and A here that's not written. Does anyone know what that is? We don't write multiplication, right? 2A is short for 2 times by A. How does that apply to what I'm saying here? Is there a sign between tan and theta right now?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, there's not one written, but what am I suggesting? There probably is. There's a times there. So currently, what is the opposite of timesing something by 10? What would I do opposite of timesing something? I want to divide by 10, right? This is what I want to do. I want to do this. Tan theta divided by 10 equals 4 over 7. Divide that by 10. But if you use your calculator to do that, I'll show you. 4 divided by 7 is a number. And if I go divide, so my calculator is trying to divide by 10, it freaks out. My calculator can't do that. Okay? Maths error. So what we use instead, that's what this point is about. Instead of dividing by tan, sine, or cos, we use sine -1, cos -1, tan -1. How do I access that? This is the Apple calculator. Can you see how there's a button that says second up here? Can you see how there's a second mode up there? If I press that, look at what tan says now. Does tan say -1 above it? So that is the same as dividing by 10. My calculator won't let me divide by 10. You saw, it said maths error. Instead of that, so I'll cross that out, maths error. Instead, we go theta is equal to tan to the -1, whatever 4 over 7 is. Why? Because that's what my calculator lets me do. So now I go second, tan -1, press that. It says A10. Then go 4 divided by 7. Now it's not going to freak out. Now it's just going to tell me the angle. What does it say? That angle, theta, is going to be 29.74 degrees, rounded to 2 decimal points. Okay? So why do we have to do this weird tan -1? My calculator doesn't let me divide by 10. So I use tan -1 instead. Can we quickly do the second result, and then I'll leave this on the board for you to copy down? What would 5.92 be in this triangle? Hypotenuse, adjacent, or opposite? Hypotenuse, hype. What would 2.67 be in that? Adjacent, good. Which one of SOHCAHTOA involves adjacent and hypotenuse? Cos? So we set it up like we did before. We're not going to use tan this time. We're going to use cos. So you go cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, 2.67 over 5.92. Currently, I want to divide by cos. Will the calculator let me divide by cos?
No.
It won't. It's going to say maths error. So what we use instead is theta is cos -1, whatever 5.67 over, no, not 5.67, 2.67 over 5.92. Theta is going to be, where did I put my calculator? Over here. Can you remind me, how do I access? Right now, my calculator says 10. I press the second button. Good. If you have your own little calculator like this, you'll see tan -1 is in yellow text, so you might have to press a different button. They all work similar ways, okay? So second, cos -1, a cos, and then you go 2.67 divided by 5.92. So that's telling me that theta is 63.19 degrees, rounded to 2 decimal points. That is how you find angles in a triangle.